is Monday and it's just after 8 o'clock. Welcome to ZoomDown. And on tonight's show, we have Ian Volante looking to go for tetrachampdom. And in his way is Series 65 champion. It's Graeme Cole. And our first guest of the evening needs no introduction, but we'll give him one anyway. It's the GOAT, it's Conor Travers. And we have James Rowan as our lexicographer tonight, and Fiona Titcombe has stepped in last minute to pull the strings. So, Fiona, no sign of the mouse, don't know where he went, so thanks.
The dormouse, I think.
He slipped through a crack in the floorboards, I think, really. And
yeah,
he's
so
gone.
apologies for the late stream for those who were waiting for it, and the wrong picture. It was done the very last minute, so yeah.
Do we have them in the right stream and all now? Then?
We have got 20 concurrent viewers, so they've found us.
Right,
yeah.
okay, right. They'll find it now in a minute. That's okay. So, Ian, looking for win number 4 tonight then?
Yeah, mountain to climb though. Series champion in the way, so I'm just going to have to see how it goes.
No pressure on you, Bart, because I'd say you're probably through. So big swings tonight then, eh?
Right. Oh, yeah, we'll see. If I spot any words, I'll go for it. Maybe.
Right, well, good man. That's it. And you're up against Graeme Cole. Graeme, welcome to ZoomDown.
Thank you very much, Paul.
You've been in the chat most weeks now, so enjoying it?
Yeah, first I thought this ZoomDown thing was just this thing that was going on, and I didn't pay much attention to it. And then all of a sudden, I thought, oh, I'll watch one episode, and then I'll watch the next episode. And yeah, you sort of get into it. It's
Monday and Thursday night thing, now, isn't it? Yeah.
The chat does. I think it does. That's what gets people coming back. I think
it is. You're right.
It's the social part of it.
That is. It's the social. It's something to do on a Monday and Thursday night. Is hang out with some other really clever people and solve anagrams.
And there's been some great games too. You know, it's been worth tuning in.
It's not just the YouTube chat, Graeme. It's not just not just that. I mean, it's who's playing as well, and we have we've great players tonight, and we have Conor Travers as well. How are you doing, Conor? Welcome to ZoomDown. Loving your shirt. Bit of colour tonight. This is good.
Yeah, no, I decided why not?
Giving Ian a run for his money. So was this to see who was the most colourful person in the room? Was there not a competition laid down there?
I think there's always that's always a bit of a competition.
Is it?
It's always kind of a bit implicit. But,
you're a man famous for your colourful jumpers as well. So
yeah, I don't have any of those at the moment. But,
well, it's a bit hot. It's too hot.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe when you were back in Ireland, you might have needed them, but not when you're over in
the sweltering
heat of London. I assume you're back in London, aren't you?
I am. Yeah, I am. Been back for 3 months now.
Cool. Well, we will chat to you at the end of round 6, and I know you're not normally there round 6. Normally, Conor swoops in towards the end of a game now to
yeah, it's a bit
the renegade.
Yeah.
But we have. So we'll chat to our guest at the end of round 6. So that'll be you, and we'll get on with this game. So if you gentlemen are ready, we will take it away, and it's going to be our potential tetrachamp. Ian, your letters, please.
Right, gold CV7, please, to start.
CV7 coming up. Okay, and they are P, O, and S. A, R, U, and S.
Consonant, please.
Is an M.
And another vowel, please.
And the final A, and that's ZoomDown. Ian.
6.
6. And Graeme?
Yeah, 6.
Okay, so yours, please, Ian.
Amors.
A-M-O-U-R-S. And Graeme?
Possum.
And possum, okay. So, nothing wrong with those, James. You're muted, but...
I am indeed, but no, I'm making sure I don't produce any unnecessary background noise.
So you had a 7.
I did
but there
indeed.
was more.
There was indeed more, and I've never seen this before. But yeah, there is an 8, which is mosasaur or mosasaur.
I was picking for Mesosaur.
And because I haven't seen it, I'm going to have to look it up. A mosasaur, a large fossil marine reptile of the late Cretaceous period, known for its large-toothed jaws.
But that's Mosa must mean jaw or something then, does it?
It's like a massive it's a massive crocodile. I was watching a video of the 10 biggest crocodiles yesterday, and Mosasaur was there. So.
Wow, that's coincidental, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very good. Did anyone get that in the chat?
August over here. I think one person did. Yeah, by the looks, yeah, Rob got it. Of course he did.
Rob, of course he did. Rob had 3 pencils in the duel today, the weirdest duel of all time. We'll talk about that later.
Just the one.
Your 7 was
No
nice,
spoilers,
James.
though.
Yeah, no spoilers for those who still need to do it.
Paramos.
They're in for a treat if they do.
We just be hypothetical, but it'll be hypothetical speech we will use. So, your 7 was nice, Paramos or Paramos or.
Yeah, Paramos. Yeah, I do apologize. Yeah, normally we leave declaring in these games when setting them up, so that I don't miss anything when reading off the maxes. But I forgot that for a second.
Oh, that's good. Okay, so good, solid start, lads. 6 each, and into round 2, which is Graeme. Your first letter selection, please.
4 consonants and 3 vowels, please.
You can. A are G, D, R, and D. U, I, and O.
Consonant.
And N.
And vowel, please.
Okay, and a final A. Let's zoom down. Okay, so Graeme.
7.
7. And Ian.
7.
Okay, yours please, Graeme.
Aground.
Say that again.
Aground.
Aground. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, AGROUND.
Okay, yes. And Ian.
Rodding.
On rodding. What does rodding mean? Sounds rude.
Well, I presume clearing drains, but I'm sure you can turn it to other uses.
Rod the bod and all that. Rodding. Okay. Nothing wrong with those then?
Nope,
James,
I mean
happy
rodding's
with those?
absolutely fine. Yep, aground is also okay. There is an 8 though.
Did anybody in the room get it? It was an 8.
Rigodon.
Yeah,
Yes.
Galdon
very
or
nice.
when you put it into on premium, it redirects it to Rigadoon. So I don't know if it's just pronounced Rigadoon or however, like a generic combination of the two. Yeah, it's a type of lively dance for couples. Which I thought
A rig down, a jig down.
Well, in these lockdown times, we need dances for single people, don't we?
I really miss having a boogie, actually. That is one of the things I really miss, is having a good old boogie. Soon.
yeah, Rigadoon apparently.
Right, so we're into round 3. And Ian, your numbers, please.
1 large, please.
On large. We thought we were going to have to use Ziggy tonight, but Charlie did stellar work fixing whatever happened last night. And your numbers are 3, 9, and 3. 4, 7, and your large one is 25. And your target 664. And that's zoomed down. 664.
664.
Yeah, and Graham.
664.
Okay, so your way, please, Ian.
25 times 7
What's that? 25 times.
minus 9 multiplied by 4.
Times 4. Okay, very nice. 664. Yeah. Okay, and Graham.
25 times 3 times 9.
Yeah, my way. 75.
Take away the 7 and the 4.
And the 7 and the 4. Yeah, okay. Very nice. 664. Was it there as an LNAFP? Anyone?
I didn't
James?
attempt it.
You didn't
Or at least
attempt it.
not
Did
that
anyone?
fast.
Did anyone in the chat? Normally, some of them does. Couldn't imagine you
Not
could get to
seen it.
1.
Lots of people got it, but I can't see any without
Yeah,
using the
probably
knowledge.
not.
So.
No.
I haven't seen a LNAFP solution in the chat either.
Couple of small numbers in there. All right, so 10 points. And that's 23. Okay. And we're into round 4. Graham, your letters, please.
4 consonants and 3 vowels, please.
Okay, and they are X, G, N, and V. I, E, and E.
Consonant. And a consonant, please.
Y. So, Graham.
7.
7 and Ian.
6.
Which is
Eyeing.
eyeing, okay. And your 7, please, Graham.
Bagnette.
Bagnette, very nice. Very, very nice. Bird.
Yeah, that's fine. That's one of the 3 7s available. I was told a while ago it's pronounced beignet, but I might be wrong. But yeah, that's absolutely fine.
Beignet.
It's something to do with food, I think. I'm not entirely sure because I was instead looking at one of the other 7s, and I'm not sure whether I despair or I'm very happy that yeeting has made it in.
That is
Hey!
what does to yeet
And
mean?
for all you uncultured folk out there, that's why I get the actress came up. Yeeting is to express a strong emotional reaction, often for humorous effect. The example given being, I have a full-blown anxiety attack now. Yeet.
Does it?
I don't think it quite encapsulates it that well.
You see the second definition there, or you see that verb to throw something. The definition below it sounds very much like another 4-letter word that can be used in many, many ways.
I thought it was used to mean like hit. Someone was yeeted into a wall, or someone
say they-
Yeah, but that's the
Having
4-letter
been
word I'm
thrown.
thinking of can also
having
mean that.
been
It can mean-
yitten into a wall.
it can mean whatever you want it to mean into the wall.
Well, I
really.
think
Into a wall, they were thrown into a wall, like yeeted out of a window, thrown out.
I think James's definition was an exclamation, so you wouldn't be able to ing that one. So I think the ing one is the chucking against a wall.
Right, yeah. All right. And there was one other, James?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, one other 7 available, and that was exigent.
Exigent. Exigent. Nice. Very nice. Okay, so good 7, Graham. Separates you. Takes an early lead. 23 plays 30. And we're into round 5, and that's back with you, Ian, please, your letters.
EV7, please.
Okay, and they are S-I G-O-Z-E and L.
Ball, please.
You.
And a consonant, please.
And the final. Final V for Volante. Okay, Ian.
Stick with a 5.
Stick with 5 and Graham.
6.
Okay, your 5, please, Ian.
Glues.
So I say that again.
Glues. Glues.
Yeah, I'm missing your first consonant when you speak.
Glues.
Or is it
Oh,
glues?
glues. Yes. Okay. Okay. Glues. Yes. And Graham.
Gloves.
And gloves.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, it was a glooves. Me glooves. Okay. So yeah, load of 6s.
Yep, so there's a flat round. No more than 6. I was a bit sad you didn't go for a final vowel, but I suppose we'll find out whether you could have had a 9 in the next round. Eulogizers could have come up, but yeah, well, yeah, flat round, loads of 6s.
I nearly did. Nearly did.
If Reese is doing the recap writing, I'll just quickly rattle them
Yes,
off.
please. Yeah, he likes that. Yeah.
Okay, right. If you're wondering if your 6 is in, it's gloves, glozes, ogives, olives, oozles, ovules, soli, spell S-O-U-L-I-E, vogues, and voiles, or voile, V-O-I-L-E-S.
Voile, it's like
Wow.
fine fabric.
Well,
Okay. Well, there are all your 6s. Yeah, nothing more.
mine was Vogues, but Uglies. Why is Uglies not in? People do refer to the Uglies.
I think it might be EYS. I'm pretty sure ugly with an EY might be in.
No.
Bizarrely, but
Yeah, no, it's weird.
I'll check that in a second.
And we're into round 6, which is Graham. Your first number selection, please.
Can I have 1 large and 5 small, please?
So 2, 8, and 9. 6, 5, and your large one is 100. And your target 3, 4, 5. And that's same down. Okay, Graham.
3, 4, 5.
3, 4, 5, and Ian.
3, 4, 5.
Okay, Graham.
100 plus 9 plus 6 is 115. 8 minus 5 is 3, and multiply them together.
3, 4, 5, yes. And Ian.
6 over 2 is 100. Plus,
What?
sorry, 6 over 2 times 100.
Oh, times 100, right? Yeah, I was thinking 6 over 2 is not 100.
9 times 5. Add on.
300 plus. Okay, right. Okay. Well, I just went for the large numbers are for pussies solution, I'm afraid. Which was 9 times 8. 72. Minus 6 over 2 is 69. And multiplied by 5. 3, 4, 5.
Nicely done.
Okay.
Yep, a lot of people in the chat got that as well. So well done to all of those.
Pretty nice. Pre-watershed, maybe pussycats we use, yeah. Maybe might be slightly nicer. 33.46. You agree, Fiona?
I do.
Okay.
We
To
know,
the right
we know,
people.
we've normally got Graeme in chat to tell us when we're going wrong.
Yeah, but he's here, so I'm sure he is noting the scores down. Yes, okay, I'm sure
Yeah.
he is.
Yes.
I
But anyway,
didn't have time to get a glass of wine tonight, so they're more likely to be accurate.
All right, okay. Well, sure, we're going to chat to Conor now. If you want to go, you can go and get
I
yourself a
might
nice
just
glass
do
of wine.
that.
Yeah, so you can take a little breather for a moment. And we're going to chat to Conor Travers. So, Conor Travers, COVID champion, Series 54 champion, 30th birthday championship champion. We're expecting big things, Conor, for the old ZoomDown. Now, if you want to complete the set now, this is the one that...
I think this is the standard is just ridiculous. Yeah, there's no big expectations. Maybe you have high expectations, but yeah, I'll just try and take it easy.
Of course, I'm only messing. We wouldn't like to pile any pressure on you, no, definitely not. But it's been great watching you on some of that generation with Jack and all. There's been some great games.
No, absolutely. I think it was a bit of a nice bonus just to get to be able to watch them all again, because you kind of, I guess you remember bits of it, but then you forget sometimes. You sometimes forget. I think the more you remember the rounds, but you don't remember the other bits, like the emotions, the little camaraderie between rounds and stuff like this. And it's nice to kind of see this back.
What was the one the other day? Your face, and I said for a nanosecond he had you there. Who were you playing?
Oh, that was Sulfated against Jono.
Against Jono, for a moment you were just like, "What's the 9? What's the 9?"
Yeah, I didn't have it. And I thought when he said it, my reaction was, well, okay, I'm 80% sure. Also, when he said it, I'm 80% sure it's not in, but that other 20% is thinking yeah, if it's in, I could be done here.
That's it. Yeah, 9 can kill you, can't it, in a game, really, especially between the top players. I mean, it's it's 2 rounds ahead really now, isn't it? If you get a winning 9, you're
against in the final. If I'd not got ponytails, it would have been just a completely different game.
Yeah. And they're showing what they're showing at the moment. They're showing
I think they started with the
2016
one of the
GOC. Yeah.
I think.
That looks good. If Damien's watching, I thought the lighting was very dark in this studio today. It looked like everyone was sort of top lit.
I didn't see it. I guess once you see episodes kind of I don't know how long ago, 3 years apart or whatever, maybe you just notice these differences.
I'd say it'll be better tomorrow, because I'd say it's maybe just game 1 of that series, and then was it game 1 of that series? Isn't that what they're doing?
I think it would have been the start. Yeah, so it would have been New Year, January, whenever it was, 16 or 17. I'm not sure which year.
So how are you enjoying being back in England?
It's
opposed to Ireland.
It's I'm in London, and it turns out comparing London to rural Ireland, there's a lot less space in London. Which I guess I miss. And there's a lot more things to do in London, which you can't do at the moment. But,
that's it. Yeah.
But
You're not getting the benefit of the big city at the moment, really, are you?
No, but it's kind of slowly easing off. It's kind of even meeting friends in parks and stuff like this. It's been a bit more back to normal the last kind of 2-3 weeks. Whereas I think for the first kind of 5-6 weeks I moved back, I don't think I met anyone in person. At all.
So everything's been online?
Yeah, everything's been online. It's
oh well,
it works surprisingly smooth.
And it is. It's good for us. And maybe if this had happened sort of even 5-10 years ago, we wouldn't have been able to do this. So it's a definite sign of the times. And my greatest buzz from it is people who always said no to video calls have had their hand forced. They've had their hand forced, and they have to just, if they want to meet their mates now, that's what they have to do. And it's.
But I was never I remember Skype and back in the day, and I was never a big Skype fan. But somehow, I don't know. I think somehow Zoom is actually quite. It's just as fun.
Yeah.
For some things, anyway.
I think they've got it right. I mean, I tried a version of this one night on Google Hangouts with some mates, and it was awful. Whatever algorithm they use, whatever Zoom used for the sound, is very good at going, okay, Paul's talking now. It'll kind of mute everyone else, and whoever the person is speaking sort of gives them attention. Whereas on Google Hangouts, it just felt like everyone in the room was trying to talk at the same time, and they all had a microphone. And it was horrible. It was just little things. If we hadn't picked Zoom, I don't think this would have worked.
Yeah,
you know?
I think for people new, it's just if you have like people talking over each other, it's just
doesn't work. And it made me think of you, because going back to the podcast and that huge, big long chat we had that Sunday, which was fascinating. It was a great chat. I mean, people love to listen to it, but it just reminded me, because you were one of the early online players of Countdown. You know, doing all that, and good to see it sort of come full circle now again, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, like this is a bit more like Apterus is kind of very efficient, whereas this is it's a bit longer, but it's also a bit more fun. It's a bit more involved. It's a bit more of a kind of communal thing.
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of like, that's what I liked about the MSN days. It's not like you'd often have 20 people online and only 2 people playing, and then everyone else watching, other than like Apterus, where everyone's kind of playing in parallel.
That might have rung a few bells for me. That might have influenced my thinking with this. I think was the fact. I mean, how many games do you put on a night? Do you try and squeeze in 3, or do you have 2 comfortably? And you know, which is 2 seems to work for this, doesn't it? It's just
2 is about like, well, I mean, I guess like 3 is just 3 hours. It'd be like 2.5.
It's too long, yeah. I mean, even when we did those numbers quarterfinals, that the first night on the numberists was really, really hard work, James. I was wrecked afterwards, absolutely shattered. Just doing 4 really quick games. Okay, we've no time to chat on to the next game, you know. Yeah. And you find that as well when you're specking games on Apto. You know, like James, when you're in the final or something, and it's a best of 5. Those games can be really. They must be hard to play, but they're hard. They're a tough watch at the same time, because it's
the worst bit of it is that because you're in the mindset of if it's been best of 3 all the way, and then the final is suddenly best of 5. Because you're in the mindset of best of 3, even if you've lost, rather than having won, you go, oh no, it's best of this, and suddenly you've got to wake yourself up again because you realise you've already started kind of switching off slightly.
And it's 11:30 at night, and you've 5 games still to play. It's like that's It's quite late, I think. I think we got the number of games right on this, and it enables the chats and the sort of the social aspect of it, you know.
I think Graham's fan club's just arrived in chat, and they want to know where he is. So.
Woo! Shout out for Graeme.
I just
Graham's
got a message from Jen saying, "Where are you? I can't see you."
Is Jen in the chat? How are you, Jen? Tried to get Jen. She said no, but we'd maybe try and get her for Dynasties. We do want her. She's a great player. Was saying Sam? Yeah, Sam Prowse had said that I asked how he got into the game, and he said it was watching some girl who turned out to be really good, and he didn't know her name, and it was Jennifer Stedman. So
she's an inspiration to us all.
She is. There you go. A fine player. So maybe we'd love to get her on maybe next series on this, but. Cool. Well, thanks for that, Conor, and we'll see you in the next game, irrespective of what happens in this one. You don't know. You could be. If Graeme wins, you play Graeme. If Ian wins, then you know who you will play. We'll bring him back in. So
yeah, let's see.
Then we'll just get on with it. Right. So we'll get into round 7. 13-point game, Graeme. Do you like me saying? And it is Ian. Your letters, please.
EV7, please.
EV7. Okay, and they are T, E, and N. I, V, O, and L.
Vowel, please.
An A.
And a consonant, please.
And a final F.
7.
7. And Graeme.
Yeah, 7.
Okay, you have it written down, yes?
I had, yes.
Cool. Okay, so yours, Ian, please.
Toenail.
Toenail, okay. And Graeme?
Violent.
And violence, okay.
It's nice to see my name virtually come up.
Yeah. Volante. If Volante would be, yeah. If Volante. Looked like there was going to be more, James, than 7.
Yeah, unfortunately, if Volante can't be used as a future conundrum scramble because 7 is
Yeah.
the best,
Yeah.
quite a flat round. There is a lot of them. At least there's about 12, I think. But yeah.
I'll rub the board while you call them out.
You want me to go through it? Okay,
Yes, please,
absolutely.
yeah,
Okay, so if your 7 isn't one of the following, then it's invalid. Elation, inflate, floaty, alnoite, flavone, foliate, flavine, violate, violent, ventail, oliphant, and toenail. They are all the 7s.
Very nice. And the score is 40 to 53 into round 8. It's your letters, please, Graeme.
4 consonants, 3 vowels, please.
Okay, coming up. And they are J, B, T, and G. E, O, and O.
Consonant.
R.
And consonant, please.
And the final S, and that's zoomed in. Okay, Graeme.
7.
And Ian.
7.
Okay, yours, please, Graeme.
Booster.
Booster, yes.
And
One double booster. Okay. Yeah, well, mine was reboots. Anything more, James?
Reboots is fine. Yeah, there's not really much more than that. Yes, just 7s all round again. Your 7s are boogers, booster, goobers, which I think is an American
Goobers.
slang thing. Jobster and reboots.
Goobers. Goober.
That's all.
All right, okay. So 47 to 60. And we're into round 9, which is back with you, Ian, your numbers.
6 small, please.
6 small. Okay, and they are 6, 10, and 8. 1, another 8, and 2. And your target 3, 8, 9. Okay. 3, 8, 9.
No, I've got 390.
390. And Graeme?
389.
Okay, so take it away. 3, 8, 9.
8 times 8 times 6, I hope, is 384.
Yep. It is.
And 10 over 2 is 5, and add it on.
Mr. Method Apterus is provided here. Nicely done.
Nice one.
Nice indeed. Yeah, I was going down the trying to take the 1 off and didn't get it. I couldn't get to a 39. Yeah. So, very good. Nicely done. And that's 47 plays 70. Good solve, Graeme. And we're into round 10. Your letters, please.
4 consonants and 3 vowels, please.
All right. And they are T, H, N, L, A, E, and O.
Consonant.
C.
And a vowel, please.
Final E. Okay, Graeme.
7.
7. And Ian.
7.
Okay, yours, please, Graeme.
Ethanol.
Ethanol, yes.
Ethanol for me as well.
Oh, 2 chemists here. Okay. Thinking of your booze. Yeah, well, James, another one of these rounds with...
Yeah, I have
Myriad-
nothing fancier
myriad
to
of
give you in terms of length, nor do I have anything fancier of the 7s because they're nothing alcohol related. Other 7s, lactone, echelon, chelate, colant, low KT, telecon, ethanol, acetone, chalone, latence, and enthiol. Although,
Chelate is the one, is that to do with turtles or something? No? Am I
What?
thinking of the different word?
was that, sorry, you've gone very
To
quiet.
do with turtles.
What, chelate?
Yeah.
It's chemistry as well, right?
Is
Well, we
it?
can...
What am I thinking of?
find
What's
out.
the one that's to do with turtles or tortoises?
Okay,
Something
chelate.
like that. Very like
Yeah,
that.
chelate is a term from either chemistry or zoology. Chelate in chemistry is a noun, is a compound containing a ligand bonded to a central metal atom at 2 or more points, and then in zoology is an adjective which means to bear, shall I, whatever they are. Zoology and biology are not my strong points.
Oh, it's Kalani.
Be a rabbit hole of
Kalonian.
various other
Kalonian,
zoology
actually, is
terms.
the one with the tortoises. I think Calonia, something like that. I think. All right. Well, good flat 7. And that's 54.77. Yeah. Oh, okay, Fiona. Yeah, agreed.
That's what I make it. Yep.
All right. Okay, and we're into round 11. Ian, your letters, please.
Maybe 7, please.
Okay. R I D E, you big roid. W O and M.
Consonant, please.
T.
And a vowel, please.
And a final A on that same time. Oh, Ian.
8.
Great. And Graeme?
8.
Mediator.
Same one?
Mediator.
Speak a little louder there.
Yeah, mediator.
Not going to him.
Yeah, we can see it.
All right, okay, that's fine. All right, so there was another 8 there, James. I didn't see it. I was going for mid-water, maybe. I knew it was mediator, but I was wondering about mid-water, but you can't have mid-water.
Yep, there's one other 8. Trying to see if anyone's got it in the chat quickly. Yeah, so Tom Stevenson is the only one I can see who's mentioned it. And Ronan as well. Timewood is the other 8.
Timeward. Okay. Timeward. 2 plays 85. And we're into round 12. Graeme, your letters, please.
And
Your
4
last
consonants
letters.
and 3 vowels, please.
Okay, and they are F, S, and T, and D. And your vowels are E, I, and O.
Consonant.
A K,
And consonant, please.
and the final W.
A 7.
7, and Ian.
7.
Okay, yours, please, Graeme.
Foisted.
And Ian.
Foisted as well.
And me as well. Those final 2 consonants didn't really help at all, did they, really? So,
Nope, your Darren came out in the first 7 letters, so your final picks were useless.
awful picking there, kids. Don't pick like that at home now.
Yeah, it's not what I needed.
So, okay. So that is 92. What was that? 60.
You're good position.
It's hard working out 2 sums that you've just rubbed off the board. It is. Something quite tricky about it. I have a photographic memory, but I'm still going, why did I rub it off first? Do the sum, then rub it off. Okay, so we're into the last letters round. 23 in it, Ian.
Oh, it's doable.
Pull something out of the bag here.
From somewhere, certainly.
I was 28 behind at this stage. Don't worry, it's doable. Right, I didn't do it, but it's doable.
I do it once every month or so.
Okay, so your CV7 is it?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Okay, and they are
For old time's sake.
P and O, H and A, Q and E and S.
Vowel, please.
Another E.
And another vowel, please.
Okay, and a final I. That's zoomed down. Ian,
Try 7.
you try 7. Okay, Graeme,
Just 5.
which is
Heaps.
heaps. Okay,
I'll go
7.
for heapies.
heapies.
G-A-P-I-E-S.
What do you think a heapy might be?
Somebody who piles things up.
Unfortunately, it's not a thing at all.
Oh,
Yeah,
well.
You think if you're in Scottish, you can just add E to everything.
yeah, you were both one either side of the max. There were 3 6s available. I think the most common one that people might have got would have been soapy. There's a. I've got the definition up here actually. So there is another thing that's called a poisha, which is the monetary unit of Bangladesh, for those enthusiasts. And for those who may be a fan of omelette and ILOPS variants, Qipaos is there, Qipaos, which is a dress of some kind in China, I think.
All I wanted was a U, really.
Yeah, we all did. Yeah. So, your 5 takes it, Graeme? And that gets you over the line. And we're into your last numbers, Graeme, please.
1 large and 5 small, please.
Okay. And your numbers are 10, 8, and 7. 10, 8, and 25. And your target 980. Okay, 980.
980, not written down.
Okay, and Ian?
Yeah, we've got it 980.
980. Okay, so Graeme, take it away.
8 times 10 plus 25
80. 25, yeah.
minus 7
Mm-hmm.
is 98 and times 10.
Same way, Ian. Yeah, that was my way too.
Right there.
I see it, yeah. No LNAFP solution there, I don't think, was there?
No, no chance.
No chance. No, not looking likely. Okay. So, 10 points each. 79 to 107. As we go into our conundrum, so James is going to keep you occupied for a few moments while I write this up.
I have nothing out of the ordinary to occupy you with, but seeing as Ian will have heard this all before, but yeah, Graeme, you've seen this enough times as well. Yeah, say buzz to buzz. And
Last time I put my hand up, and obviously no one could see that. So.
if people in the chat want to provide suggestions of what I should say alternatively in this period in the future, then go ahead, because
you do a fine job, James.
Find a medium of interpretive dance.
Yes, you do a fine job.
Like I just did, in fact.
It's just to cover me. You're just being the deck.
Oh, I'm aware, but it
for a few
requires me
moments.
being imaginative, which is not usually my way.
Good practice for you, then, isn't it? Right, gentlemen, if you are ready, please reveal today's ZoomDown conundrum. Graeme.
Progamete.
Very good. Very nice. Took me about the same length of time this morning to get that one, yeah, as well. Yeah, it's when you're.
I was nowhere near.
Yeah, looks like an Aj or an Ator.
Well, I thought it was Megatrope until you.
That's what that was my first.
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah,
It was a not terribly confident guess.
My first thought was Megatrope as well.
Right,
So
well,
Mouse
is
Armstrong?
devastated that he's missed Graeme.
Mouse, what happened?
So he's going to join and take over the stream if that works. And we're going to see.
All right, we've never had this before. This is new.
I know, this is exciting, isn't it?
Or we could have like you two kind of like competing. One changes the camera and the other changes the back.
Yeah, I don't know how it would work with two streams, but I think if he joins, assuming he does.
So we'll just write up the answer for those people who can get it. Pro.
What was his reason the first time?
As well.
I'm not sure. But I was expecting to see him on the call now.
I was going to say you just couldn't be bothered with the first game. Then he heard that Graeme was on. It's like, oh, there we go.
Mouse, if you're going to join, you need to join now, mate.
Yeah. So, what is a progamete?
Oh, back to my gosh.
I've heard of isogamete. What's a progamete?
More biology.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, progamete, a cell or structure able to give rise to one or more gametes.
Good score, Graham. 117. What was the max there?
Stephen
21 max.
does.
So very nice. Good scoring. Just the 4 points dropped. So what were they dropped on? Kip House,
There was the first round, whatever that was.
Mosasaur, and
Sophie
Rigodon. Yeah, that's right.
Hello, friends.
Hello, Mouse. How
Oh,
are
there he is. I was just messaging him.
you? He's muted. You're muted, Mouse.
Okay, yep. Let me just set things up.
So anyway, we will say congratulations to Ian. You have made the final. Commiserations on losing that game against Graham, but you have done enough. So we will see you.
Yeah,
We
really
will
good.
see you in a couple of weeks' time.
Fantastic
excellent.
job. Yeah, great.
And will you hang on for a chat then?
Yeah, I'll do I.
Cool, nice one, excellent. Right,
I've
so
got pizza to eat, so I'll just sit here quietly.
good. You timed that well, didn't it? Your pizza just arrived. Nice one.
Actually, in about round 2, it's cold.
Oh, well, that's not our fault. Right, so Graham, you're down to the
Okay, I should be ready
48.
in theory if OBS doesn't. Okay, let's just change the contestants' names to Graeme and Conor.
Yep.
Right. Well, when you're ready, Mouse, I'll switch off. I won't stop the live stream, but I'll switch off my stream. You can switch off yours, and hopefully
Okay,
that'll go smoothly.
is the key the same as always?
Yeah.
In which case, so I just need to click start streaming on here.
Yeah, and I'll click stop streaming first. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's
yes.
hope this works then.
Okay.
Good luck. If not, guys, then keep an eye out and we'll sort something out. Right, I'm going to click stop now.
I should be streaming.
No, how do we see anyone checking it?
Well,
Yep, I can see you're in gallery view, so that's all worked.
excellent. Does it have Graeme and Conor's names in my thing at the top?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we're all
I can
good.
turn the letters overlay on, and we should get some letters round from a long time ago.
Cool. All right. Well, Sofiana, you can put your feet up now. Thank you very much for covering that. That was good. Thank
Sorry.
you.
Yeah. No worries, and good luck to you both in the next game.
Thank you. Yeah, best of luck, chaps.
Cheers.
Bye bye. Cheers. Right. Is everyone ready? Mouse ready? Connor ready?
I'm ready.
Graham ready? Yeah.
Ready?
Cool. Right. So we'll take it away. Best
Should
of luck to you.
probably get into speak of you. That would help. Cool.
You have the con and all that, don't you?
I know the conundrum.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. Right. So round 1, Graham, as champion, your letters, please.
Yeah, 4 consonants and 3 vowels, please.
Okay, and they are L, N, X, and R. I, O, and I.
Consonant
Another N.
and a vowel, please.
Okay, and a final A in that zoom down. Graham?
5.
5, and Connor?
6, I think.
Okay, you're a 5, please, Graham.
Axiom.
Axion, yes, okay. And Connor?
Ironia.
Ironia, very, very good.
Yeah, good start.
Very nice. Give me 2 seconds. I think something might have happened. Sorry.
Ironia. What is Ironia, James, then?
So I've got the other 6 up first. I'll come to Ironia in a second. There are 2 6s available. Now, one being Ironia, which I'll come to, and the other one is Rinnal, or Rinnal, which is, I think, an alternative spelling from Rindle, which is a Scottish and regional English dialect, and it's a term for a small stream or watercourse.
Okay.
And ironia, which was the one that I had heard of, it's to do with irony, a rhetorical device relying on discrepancy.
Balder, do you know what irony is? Yes, my lord. It's like bronze but made of iron. It's like bronzy but made of iron. I was thinking I knew that word, but I was putting an L on it, so I'd have got no points in that one.
You'd have gone for ironial.
Ironial.
Well, there's only one who got Rinal. I've never seen that before.
This is how we're doing it.
Good mouse.
Yeah, should be. It might have been frozen on Graeme for much of that round, but we're good now.
Or could have been worse. Could be worse.
There's worse things to have on your computer screen.
There are, yes. But we're all good now, okay? So, Conor, your letters, please.
Hey, Paul. 3 consonants and 3 vowels, please.
I like see Conor is polite and says, "Hey, Paul." Like no one else does that. This is what we want in future.
It's in the It's in the ZoomDown guidelines, right?
It should be. We don't have them, but it will be. Yes. So your letters are S, R, and P. E. Another E. And A.
And the consonant.
An N.
And the vowel.
An O.
And a consonant, please.
And the final Z for ZoomDown. And Graeme?
8.
Okay, yours please, Conor.
Personi.
Yeah, Personi as well.
There was an anagram of that, James.
Yeah, there was. I'm frankly disappointed that neither of you went for perion. Another zoology term, quite a few this evening. The part of a crustacean between the head and the abdomen bearing the periopods, the crustacean thorax, and, to do with their segments that are not fused with the head.
Okay. All right. Very nice. Z didn't help. Okay, and that's 8 to 14. And we're into round 3. Graeme, your letters again?
Is it
Numbers.
numbers?
Sorry, I'm used to the old format. That's why. Sorry, it's this.
I've been watching the old format. I got confused.
It's not like we've been doing this for nearly 48 shows yet, Paul, or anything.
Yeah, I know, but it's just, I think round 3 is too early for a numbers round. I really do. I think they should take that extra numbers round and move it to where there are too many letters rounds, which is between 11 and 14.
Well, then there'd be too many letters rounds in the other bit.
No, there wouldn't. I worked it out today, right? So you have four letters rounds, and then your numbers games on 5, 8, 11, and 14. That's the better way to do it. Simple.
I think the
What's wrong
numbers.
with that? Go on, what's wrong? Tell me I'm wrong. No?
I mean, half the audience will say there should be no numbers round, and the other half will say there should be no letters round, so...
Yeah, exactly. Well, okay, so it's a numbers round, Graeme. Excuse me. Your numbers, please.
Let's have 6 small, please.
6 small. Coming up. And they are 7, 3, and 3. 10. 1. And a 6. And you target 261. That's ZoomDown. Graeme, 261.
261.
Okay, and Conor?
Yeah, 261.
Okay, yours please, Graeme.
7 times 6, 42. 3 plus 3 is 6. 42 times 6 is 252.
Well, I'll do 252, yeah.
And add 10 and take away 1.
And you have a 10 and a 1. Okay, 261. Conor?
10 times 3. Minus 1 is 29. And then 6 plus 3 is 9, and multiply.
Nicely done. We've had various inputs on about the letters and numbers debate. One of which is we should do away with letters and numbers and just have a constant chat between Tom and Graeme about bears. Another one being that we have to hit. There's been a request to hear about an anecdote involving a coat that you left in Lincoln, Connor.
Oh, the very expensive coat. Yes, yes. We know about this coat.
I don't think I need to ask who suggested
Was it
either
Jen
of
who
those.
asked both of these
Yes.
things?
Without looking
Well,
at the chat, yes.
Is this Jen? Yes. Right.
There might be several different stories merged into one.
Yeah.
And the result is probably like an untrue mega story at the end of it.
Max from Mega Story.
If it makes a good listening, then that's all we want. But anyways,
Well.
yes.
Right, we're into
Oh,
round
yeah, they
4,
got
and
points
that is a letters round, and that's Connor's.
3 consonants and 3 vowels, please.
Okay. Your consonants are Y, G, and N. And E, A, and E.
Consonant.
T,
Consonant.
and R.
And a consonant, please.
And final V for Volante. Okay, Connor.
7.
7. Graeme.
7.
8. Yours, please, Connor.
Veteran.
Veteran, yes. Graeme.
Reagent.
And reagent. No problem with that, James?
No issue with either of those. We do have improvements. There is one singular 8 there, vegetary,
Vegetary. Very nice.
which is characterising life and growth. Yeah, well done to Ray Wilding, who got that in the chat.
Good man, Ray. Nice. So that was a 725 to... Right, yeah. We're into round 5. Graeme, your letters, please.
4 consonants and 3 vowels, please.
Okay. They are V, L, H, and G. E, I, and A.
A consonant, please.
S.
And a vowel, please.
And final O. Graham.
7.
7, and Connor.
Yeah, 7.
Yours, please, Graham.
Hoagies.
Hoagies, yes.
Goalies.
Goalies, hoagies, and was oval eyes. Nothing longer than that, James.
No, flat round of 7s yet again. Glaives, goalies, havelis, hoagies, lovages, ovalies, and ovalish. So they are all the 7s that you could have had.
Describing Reese. Okay. 32 to 38. And we're into round 6, which is Connor, your first number selection, please.
All right, we'll go for one large number, please.
Okay. And your numbers are 5, 6, and 2. 8, 10, 50. And your target. Okay, so Connor.
Yeah, 745, not fully written down.
Okay, and Graham.
745.
Okay, so Connor.
10 times 6.
Yeah.
And then 8 over 2 is 4. 60 over 4 is the 15.
15, yeah.
Multiplied by 50
50 is 750.
and take the 5.
And you have a 5. Okay, very nice. And Graham.
I did 10 plus 5 is 15. Multiply by 50. And then 6 over 2 is 3. 8 minus the 3 is the 5. And then take it away.
I went round the houses for a 149. I did 6 times 50 is 300 plus 8 is 308 minus 10 is 298 divided by 2 for the 149 times 5. No extra points, but quite.
We should get you on this show, Paul.
Yeah, sure. Someday, man, someday. But I'm ensconced now, really, so. 42 to 48. It just shows you, but it's just whatever way you start off with some, isn't it? You know, you just, if you start off and you keep going until you hit a wall.
Sounds good.
It didn't hit a wall, so. Well, yeah, Stephen Hawkins was pretty similar. He did that. Well, he went up and then down, yeah. Pretty similar. Okay, so we're going to go and speak to Ian Volante. If you could unmute yourself again.
Yeah.
So tell me what you've been getting up to in general over lockdown.
Working all day, quizzing all night, and the old game of countdown, pretty much.
What do you do? What do you work at?
I'm a statistician for the Scottish Government, so it's all disease work at the moment.
Right.
So it's keeping us busy. And
Where
the
are you
best
ba-
is,
Where are you based doing that?
well, in theory, in Leith in Edinburgh.
Mm-hmm.
But at the moment, I'm based at that. So yeah, I've not left the house for 4 days. It's great.
It's great or it's not great?
Yeah, I'm loving it actually.
You're happy as
But,
a
well, I'm
pig.
not seeing my friends as much, but I've met the opportunity to chat to loads of people online has been pretty good. Caught up with lots of people down south that I wouldn't normally see. So.
Hmm. And you're a quiz master extraordinaire then.
Well, been doing it a wee while. I've been trying to get better on the circuit as well, trying to catch up with all the monsters like, well, the big names out there, all the chasers and that lot. No, not getting near them yet, but one of these years.
But it's a very sort of detailed subject, but sort of being quizmaster, isn't it? Because your questions have to be sort of foolproof, don't they? They can't be open to interpretation. They have to be
certainly
very
helps.
clear, you know.
Yeah, there's always one or two in a quiz that sneak through, and you end up with half the quiz ranting at you. It sort of makes it fun though. I mean, some quiz masters are always right, and I'm quite happy to just admit that I made an ass of it. And
that's what we do on this show. Yeah, make a mistake, just hold your hand up and say, "Sorry, that's."
Yeah, it's all good fun.
Yeah,
one might throw things at you, but yeah, it's fine.
And what's your strategy when you're coming back to the show for Series 82 now? There could be a few extra names by the time you get back. There could be a few extra names on.
I might be sneaking in as number 8 seed, and well,
I think you're safe now. You're safe. But there could be a few on the grapevine and the Apto grapevine and all that. There's a few that could be.
Well, I should be used to it by now, so I think I'll just be trying to be consistent. I can get the odd game out of me, like you've seen.
Well, you're a fine competitor. I think you're a man nobody'd want to play. I think you're the sort of guy that raises your game depending on who you're playing as well. So
yeah, sometimes I'll lower it for the rating of my opponent. It'll drag me up or down depending on which way it is.
Yeah.
But some days I'll give everyone a challenge. So
you were great on the show, man. You were great. You I really enjoyed watching you on the show, and you've been great on this. You've shown really good fighting characteristics. That's what you need. You're going to come up against really good players as well, so it's good practice.
Hopefully I won't be so tired. I was struggling on the numbers, as you may have noticed. I was just throwing points away on numbers games mostly, and so I need to push up on that, get my concentration to last a bit longer.
A good night's sleep before you go on as well makes all the difference.
Maybe not too many pints in the hotel.
No, I didn't have enough. I didn't sleep. It's just you just want to sleep. As long as you get a night's sleep, that's the most important thing, I think. Just so you can give your best and you can do it. But it's going to be good now. It's going to go until December. Well, so that's probably November for showing, and they'll stop then, and they'll do the finals. I think, isn't that right? Isn't that what he said? So the finals probably won't be till after. Finals will go on, then I imagine.
That'd be a nice Christmas present if I can get somewhere near the final.
Yeah.
And myself a piece of glass or whatever you get. I don't know if non-finalists get anything.
I mean,
quarter-final trophy.
You get a piece of kryptonite. Yeah, I get one for participation for being standby.
Oh, nice.
Someday I'll get a real one.
Must have a room full of them.
Someday I'll get a real one if I go back. But really looking forward to seeing you in that. So keep your roar and keep practicing, and we'll be supporting you. You'll have a few more fans now, I'd say, watching you.
Well, come and give me some practice on Aptos. I need all the help I can get.
Right, we will. Yeah. Well, as soon as I get back to playing humans, I'm not on a human playing day today, but maybe next week. But cool, right? Thanks for that, and we'll get on with it. We'll get on with this game. So we're into round 7.
Are apparently going to be recorded in October, according to Damien in the chat.
Say that again, James.
Sorry, my microphone's over here now. Finals apparently confirmed maybe to be recording in October.
Recording in October, broadcast.
Where my diary?
To be broadcast after the New Year, or to be broadcast in December? Then?
They usually do it just before Christmas, so presumably they'd do that.
Same story. Okay.
So sort of middle of December kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Then they go on a Christmas break, and then they'll have the new series in January. But obviously, ask Damien. I don't work for Countdown.
No, you're probably right. He's probably looking to get back onto that sort of schedule. Then, yeah.
It says up until Christmas.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
Well, one thing I've done through lockdown is to be buying some horrible shirts. So I'll see if I'm allowed to wear any of those.
As long as they're big patterns, they don't like the small patterns, so you can get away with whatever you want. You can have
really nasty, big, horrible patterns. Yeah.
It could be like the Smurfs or something really nasty. As long as they're big. This
thing is plain compared to what else I've got. So.
Yeah, all mine were like gingham patterns and stuff, and they didn't like them. Right. 6-point game, and it's round 7. Your letters, please.
I totally forgot to put the 10 points from the numbers in there. Okay, nice.
For 4 continents and 3 vowels, please.
All right, okay. And they are T, L, W, and G. U, A, and A.
Consonant, please.
An S.
And a vowel, please.
The final O. That's it then.
Yeah, 7.
Okay, yours, please, Graeme.
Outlaws.
Yeah, same word. Wait, where's the camera? Here it is.
Over here. Yeah, that's right. Very nice. That was yours, James. I had the other.
Yeah, very good. Yeah. Oh, you got the other one. Yeah. So
Yeah.
there was one other 7, which was Autogas.
It reminds me of French hypermarkets looking for the petrol.
Yeah, liquefied petroleum gas.
Natural gas. Very nice. Okay. Evans tonight. 49.55. Round 8. Conor, your letters.
3 consonants and 3 vowels, please, Paul.
Okay. And they are T, D, and S. I, and A.
Consonant.
M.
Vowel.
U.
And a consonant, please.
And another D. And that's zoom down. Okay, Conor.
Yeah, 7.
7. Graeme.
7.
Yours, please, Conor.
Indusia.
Yes, we'll look that one up in a moment. Yes, Graeme.
Disdain.
And disdain, very nice. That's the normal one of the 3. Quite unusual words there, James.
Oh, disdain I
Indusia.
think is fairly mundane, but still a good spot nonetheless. Yeah, Indusia. Yeah, I've never known what that means until now. It's a thin membranous covering for a shield on a saurus or fern frond, so shield as in not battle shield. And the other one, Naidids, Naidids, which is a worm of the family Naididae. Again, I can't pronounce words from botany. I apologise.
It's just, disdain's the one to remember there, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
Go for disdain. If you're saying natives, fair play to you.
Maybe if you wanted a good 6 in the singular.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
For Naded.
So you get more 7s. 56 to 62. Round 9. Graham, your numbers, please, again.
6 more, please.
8, 4, and 1. 4, 2, and 5. And you target 7, 6, 2, and that's zoomed down. Okay, 7, 6, 2.
760.
Okay, and Connor,
760, not written down.
you have yours written down, Graham?
Yes, I have.
Okay, we'll go to you, Connor, then.
Okay, 5 times 8,
40.
and then 4 times 4, plus 2 plus 1 is 19, and then multiply.
4 and 4, yeah. Okay, 760. And Graham?
8 times 4 is 32. 5 plus 1 is 6. 32 times 6 is 192. Take away the 2. multiply by 4.
10 times 4 is 760. Was it possible, James?
It's the best you can do. Can't get any closer. 760 is what Apterus is offering.
Well done. I'd say many tried. I wouldn't have been probably settling for 760 there. I'd have been trying to go for it and getting 0 points. So 7 each for that. Another 7. 63, 69. Amazing how often that score comes up, isn't it, really? Round 10. Conor, your letters again, please.
3 consonants and 3 vowels, please.
Okay. S, D, and M. O, E, and E.
Consonant, please.
And H.
Consonant.
And R.
And a final vowel, please.
Okay, and the final E. And that's it. How'd you get on?
I'll try an 8.
Try an 8, and Graeme?
Okay, I'll try an 8 then.
8 yours, please, Conor?
Smeared.
Smeared.
S-H-M-E.
Oh, S-H, okay.
Yeah.
Yes. And Graeme?
I had remeshed.
Well, good news and bad news. Yeah.
Well done, Connor.
Guess which way round it is.
There you go. Yeah, unfortunately, remeshed not in, but schmeared is. I couldn't remember if it was with an A or another E. Yeah, schmear is an underhand statement, or alternatively, it can be like, yeah, to smear something. Yeah.
I wanted a T for smothered.
Ah, nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Good fish.
Very nice. Good 8 there. Very nice. Broken that run of 7s, at least, so. So, 77. 63 to 77. Round 11 is Graeme, your letters, please.
4 consonants and 3 vowels, please.
Okay, and they are P, S, T, and N. O, I, A,
Consonant.
an M.
And a vowel, please.
Okay, and a final I. Graeme.
7.
7, and Conor.
8.
Okay, you're 7, please, Graeme.
Pianist.
Pianist, yes. Conor, you're 8.
Champions.
And Ampions.
Oh.
We are the Tampions.
I thought you were going to keep the musical theme and go for timpanis.
Well, it was. We are the Tampions. So. Yeah, I saw timpanis and I saw main tops. I wasn't sure. It's one of those words that just sticks in your head, but I have no idea if it was in. Or
You
not.
saw timpanis. It's not in.
Not in.
Plural.
Right. Timpani isn't it? You can't have timpanis.
I'm presuming it's got to have an IES because
Yeah.
I thought that was fine in the plural. Yeah, so
Timpani is the plural, is it not? No.
I
Timpano,
probably not the person to
timpani,
talk to on
no.
that one.
If it's Italian, usually that I is there. No, maybe not.
I mean, I can look it up, but anyway, yeah. There were 3 Yeah, 3 8s. You can have miss point, tempions, which we've covered, and main tops, an anagram of that for the other.
Tops and timpanis, remember that one, it ain't in. Okay, very nice 8s. And 85. And we're into round 12. Your letters, Conor.
3 consonants and 3 vowels, please.
Okay. And they are D, R, and B. A, E, and E.
Consonant.
The K.
Consonant.
A W.
And the final consonant, please.
And the final R. Let's zoom down. Connor?
7.
7. And Graeme?
7.
Okay, yours please, Connor.
Breaker.
Mm-hmm.
And the same. Breaker.
Same, breaker. More 7s, James?
Yeah, another flat round of 7s. You could have had breaker, rebaked, re-breaked, to break something again, I suppose, redware, reeked, and reeker, as in wreaking havoc. And for clarification, if anyone's wondering, redware is A-R-E and not E-A-R, if they were going for that in the chat.
Is that like a Tupperware thing? Your redware?
I wouldn't have presumed so, but redware is any various kinds of pottery. Okay, so it's pottery rather than Tupperware.
So your Le Creuset and stuff, all that redware.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So 7 each, that was 70 to 92. Okay. Round 13, final letters game. Graeme, 22 in it? That's
4
win this one.
consonants and 3 vowels, please.
Okay. C, Q, R, and N. E, A, and O.
Consonant, please.
And D.
And a vowel, please.
And final E. Graeme.
6.
6 and Connor.
7.
Okay, yours please, Graeme. You're 6.
Cornea.
Cornea, yeah. And Connor.
Dracone.
And Dracoon. Dracoon. What is a Dracoon? I mean, we all know Draconian, but what is a
Like, it's like a
Dracoon?
ship or something? Like some sort of ship?
Okay.
Yeah, a dracone is a large, flexible, sausage-shaped container used for transporting oil and other liquids on water.
Sausage shaped.
So if it was a big one, then maybe it could pass as a ship. Very big one.
Yeah, a sausage boat. Okay, nice. And the other 7s?
Oh yes, yeah, it was another flat round of 7s to finish off with the letters round this evening. Acorn, Dracone, Encoder, Encord, and Oceaned.
Well, that 7 gets you across the line, Connor. Well played. And we're into round 14, which is your last number selection, please.
Yeah, I thought Graeme might peg me back there, but I'll go 1 large, please.
1 large. And your numbers are 6, 3, and 1. large one is 25. New target. 487. That's super. Okay, 487, Connor.
Yeah, 487.
And Graeme.
I've got 488.
Oh, unlucky. Connor, 487.
25 plus 2
Yeah.
times 3
1 times 3. Okay, 81.
times 6
Times 6. 4.
and add the 1.
Yeah. That was my way, apart from, well, I did the 6 first. You confused me there by going for the 3 first, but yeah.
Oh, don't worry, you can swap it around.
Very nice. Yes, that's the... Don't know why I went that way. That's not my normal way to do a sort of split, but... Okay, very nice indeed. Any nice ways in the chat, James? You're unmuted. You're unmuted.
They are all appearing to be... We've got some nice ones. We've got... yeah, Toby and Steve have done it by doing 27 times 9 add 1. Adam and Zubair have done 28... Or... They've done 83, 81... Yeah. So I'm going through this mentally in my head. Quite a few people have done 81 times 6 plus 1.
Plus the 1, yeah.
And yeah, others have done 28 times.
Perhaps more interestingly, and also to answer Elliot's question, if Connor gets this conundrum, that'll be the first 14 maxer in ZoomDown history.
Okay. Alright. No pressure there, Connor.
Oh, it's only 14.
Yeah, not good enough.
Only 14, eh?
Alright, let me just double check I've got the correct thing.
Yes, let me just check I have the right one as well. Okay, so screen off.
Okay, so you know the drill, and seeing as you both know the drill about saying buzz rather than the thing, after what we were saying about sausage containers before, I can tell you that the largest sausage ever weighed was 1,740 kilos. Back in 2009, it was 1.5 kilometers long with a diameter of 35 millimeters. I hope that made a change from me saying my usual spiel.
Nice.
Gentleman sausage, Tracy, if ever you've seen one, isn't it? Right.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Right, guys. Yeah.
Good.
Okay, so if you're both ready, best of luck as we reveal today's ZoomDown conundrum. Graeme.
Lunar shot.
It's not. The rest of the time to Connor. No, so foxed it. Foxed our 2 players. Ian, would you like a stab?
I haven't got a clue.
I haven't got a clue. How about the chat? It
So
was a toughie. It was a toughie now.
it has been solved by Hazel, Toby, and Stephen Reed, and the answer is Loranthus.
Loranthus.
Oh, no, yeah.
Which is?
Get my thing up again.
Botany again.
Yeah, apparently that's the 9th.
Okay. Get up in here.
Botany.
Loranthus is a semi-parasitic Asian plant of the mistletoe family, which has orange or red flowers and oval berries.
Loranthus.
Yep.
Don't have those in Luton then, Connor, no?
No. I think I might have set this scramble for myself. I was thinking like I'd ended in thus or something, but I still couldn't get it.
It was a toughie.
Yeah, apparently that's the
That's a toughie.
9th 13 maxer, but never a 14.
Well, we can hope. We're getting closer. We're getting closer. We thought Ian was going to take us all the way the other night. But it's proving hard. But anyway, congratulations. Well done, Conor.
Thanks.
Commiserations, Graeme.
Well played.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, great game, boys.
And you did forget to put your interesting backdrop there behind you.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Or is that it?
Everyone noticed that.
That is it. So, any crack in the chat tonight there, Mouse?
Mostly, I don't know, bear with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a bunch of bears and Philip Aston spilling his love jar, apparently.
Love jar.
I'll
It's
leave
not
you
that
to
song.
interpret that one.
Yeah.
A lot of comments on how great Hiropi's voice is, which, yeah.
Sure, we knew that. We knew that, yeah. Well, commiserations, Graeme, but you're up against a very good player.
I'm just happy to play. I kind of assumed that the sort of the window for it being on the show had gone, and so I was quite pleasantly surprised when you said, "What, do you want to play?" Yes, please.
Well, we needed some opposition for some of these, some of the ones that we already had in the draw, and I to be honest, I had just forgotten because you're not really part of the Facebook group, and then it was only when I realised that you were in the chat every week I thought Graeme could play. Yes.
Well,
So,
it's been great fun. Thank you for inviting me to play.
you're very welcome. Maybe next time you get a slightly easier draw.
Maybe.
So
Who
we
knows?
like to think anyone you play, if you play anyone you play in this series, you won't play in the next series. We're going to try, so we're going to
Well,
try.
we don't have to wait. We don't have to wait a few years.
No, you do not. No, not at all. We will obviously give preference, I think, to people maybe who haven't had a go
Yeah,
yet. There probably will be a big name at the end of this who we have no one left for them to play. That's probably going to happen. So they will probably continue on to the next series as champions. So they'll probably be a little bit disappointed in that. But someone's that's just the luck of the draw, really. We probably just have no one left for them to play, Mice.
Let's find out.
But yeah, so we probably don't have too many shows left. I'd say maybe another 3 after this or so. But maybe 4. We'll see how things work out. But thanks to everyone. Thanks for watching. I hope you all enjoyed that tonight. We'll leave it there if everyone's happy enough, and we'll look forward to Thursday. Who are we going to put against Conor? So we know who your first opponent's going to be, Conor. That's Jack Hurst.
Oh, right.
No.
Oh, him again.
Him again, exactly. He
Yeah.
he said the same when I mentioned your name. So, but I think he's looking forward to maybe a bit of a rematch here, a bit of a public rematch
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah.
to see how, because he was, he for such a young fella as well. He did very well to get to that 30 BC final. And
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
he's a great player. So, and full of beans, full of confidence. So he'll be coming for you.
Yeah, it'll be pretty hard.
See how
Yes,
overrated he
indeed.
really is.
What? And we're not sure who else is going to be who the second game of the night is going to be, but we'll let you know in the next day or so. And if everyone's happy enough, then we'll leave it there for tonight, and we'll see you all on Thursday, Mouse. If you can get ready to end the stream,
I am ready.
and we'll say cheerio. So thanks for watching, guys.
Night all. Thank you, guys.
See you
Yeah.
on Thursday. Good night to you. Cheers. Be gone.
Not quite, but
Ruined my Des Lynam effect there. At the
yeah,
end
I should be a little quicker on this, but it's
there. There we
fine.
go. There
Can we
go.
all just freeze as if the stream has stopped? Can we pretend
Yeah.
the stream stopped? And
I think we need more Graham time on thing.
We need everyone to freeze but one person who just carries on and drop.
like that episode of Police Squad.
Yes, well, every episode of Police Squad.
That's right.
Oh yes.
Oh
yeah.
no, that was just one, wasn't it? It was just one.
That was all of them.
Are we done? Are we done, Mouse?
We'll see.
We are still on the stream.
2
I can-
seconds.
One other
Okay, I've
one.
actually found the correct window. Okay, I've clicked the button. It should be off very shortly.
And we're off. Cool. Well, thanks very much, lads. I'm going to love you and leave you tonight because I have a few things to do just before it gets dark. So,
Ooh.